Welcome to this video tutorial for Stock Investor Pro, AAII's fundamental stock screening and research database program. Stock Investor Pro offers customization features that allow you to experience the program in the way that is most useful for you. While most users quickly become familiar with many of the tools available in the program, there are always ways to refine your research methods. This month's Stock Investor News shows you the technique for fine-tuning your screening results through customization. Selecting a pre-programmed screen from the drop-down menu at the top of the program applies the screen criteria and displays all the companies that pass the screen as of the date in the notebook. In our example here, we use the existing screen EPS estimate revisions up, and we use 30 passing companies as our goal. This means that we want no more than 30 companies to pass the screen. Obviously, if running the screen produces less than 30 companies immediately, there is no need for further work. That is not the case here. The next step is to launch the screen editor. This can be done by clicking on the funnel icon at the top left of the program, by selecting Screen Editor from the Tools menu, or by using the Alt-S keyboard shortcut. Once the Screen Editor has been launched, it should pre-populate the criteria for the screen that we previously selected. This shows the criteria that are currently being used to arrive at passing companies. You can edit, delete, or add any criteria in this table. By clicking on the How Many button at the bottom of the window, we can see the number of companies that are currently passing. In this case, it is 126. Since we are looking to reduce our passing companies list from 126 to no more than 30, the easy solution is to tighten the requirements for passing. In order to do that, we must edit some of the criteria listed. The first step to editing criteria is to identify a criterion that may be likely to result in fewer passing companies, which can be a trial and error process. The next step is to actually make the edit, which we will do in EPS estimate year zero number, which is going to change it from 4 to 5. And then we will click How Many. In this case, we can see the passing companies have dropped to 113. We will now make our remaining edits. We will be changing the number of analyst revisions up in the current year and the next year from more than 0 to more than 2 to help reduce the passing companies. And then we will click How Many to see where we are. As you can see, we are now at our target goal of no more than 30 companies. Keep in mind that while the number of passing companies has hit our target, you should be very aware that the type of company that might now pass the screen will change based on the edits. In our example, we increased the number of analysts and analyst estimate revisions to reduce the number of passing companies. Typically, because larger cap stocks have more analysts covering them, it is more likely that the edits that we put through will skew towards these larger cap stocks. This may or may not matter to you, but it is good to be aware. You can use the same strategy as in our screen to edit any screen to produce the number of companies you want to pass. Remember, though, not to change the character of the screen when you are tinkering with it. How tight or loose you have to make the criteria to produce the targeted number of passing companies depends on the number of passing companies that initially pass relative to the targeted number of passing companies. This technique allows you to adjust the number of passing companies to suit your preferences and needs. which can lead you to a more productive use of Stock Investor Pro. For additional Stock Investor Pro information and resources, please visit our website or our wiki. As always, you can feel free to give us a call or send us an email.